Welcome to Thousand Visions, where we explore some of the most daring and outrageous heists in South Africa's history. Join us as we delve into the details of these high-stakes crimes and the efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's dive into the world of South Africa top heists together. Number 1. It was December 18, 2016, and a group of robbers had their eyes set on one of the FNB branches in Randburg, Johannesburg. They had a mission to break into the safety deposit boxes and make off with anything of value that they could get their hands on. The security guard on duty that day was no match for the robbers, who overpowered him and used a jackhammer to gain access to the vault. In a matter of minutes, they had made off with 360 safety deposit boxes, each containing precious items that customers had entrusted to the bank for safekeeping. It was a brazen heist, one that left customers reeling with shock and anger. For many, it was the loss of priceless family heirlooms that hurt the most, items that had been passed down from generation to generation and held immense sentimental value. But the robbers were not done yet. Just a few weeks later, on New Year's Eve, they struck again, this time targeting the FNB branch in Parktown. In another daring heist, they made off with valuables worth about R1.7 million from 30 safety deposit boxes. The authorities were left scratching their heads, struggling to catch the culprits and bring them to justice. But then, over a week later, some good news emerged. 250 of the boxes stolen in the Randburg heist were found in a veld near the FNB stadium, providing some hope that the remaining boxes might also be recovered. It was a stark reminder of the importance of security when it comes to protecting our most valuable possessions. The FNB safety deposit box heists of 2016 may have been a dark chapter in South Africa's history, but they serve as a powerful reminder of the need for vigilance and caution in today's world. Number 2. It was 2013, and that FNB Stadium in Johannesburg was buzzing with excitement following a Justin Bieber concert. But little did the authorities know that a group of robbers had their eyes set on the weekend's cash takings, which amounted to a whopping R3 million. In a daring heist that seemed straight out of a Hollywood movie, the robbers hacked their way into a safe room at the stadium. They spent several days chiseling through the room's double-thick walls, undetected by anyone, until they finally made their way inside. But that was just the beginning. The robbers had to face another challenge, a 3-meter drop that separated them from the cash. Using ropes, they lowered themselves down and made off with the money before anyone even realized what had happened. It was a brazen heist, one that left authorities scratching their heads in disbelief. How could a group of robbers manage to pull off such a daring heist right under their noses? The incident sparked a widespread investigation, with law enforcement officials working tirelessly to catch the culprits and bring them to justice. In the end, several suspects were arrested and charged with the crime, but the incident left a lasting impact on the authorities and the public. The FNB Stadium heist of 2013 serves as a stark reminder of the need for constant vigilance and the importance of taking all possible precautions to safeguard valuable assets. In a world where crime is always lurking around the corner, it's important to stay alert and be prepared for anything. Number 3. It was supposed to be a routine trip for a man who had just landed at Cape Town International Airport. He had bought jewelry worth R8 million at an auction in Johannesburg and was being escorted by 4 private security guards to ensure the safe transport of the valuable items. However, what followed was a harrowing experience that left him and his entourage shaken to the core. As soon as they stepped out of the airport, they were ambushed by 6 robbers wearing balaclavas and brandishing an arsenal of weapons, including R4 and R5 rifles, shotguns, and pistols. The victim and his security guards were taken by surprise, and despite their best efforts to fight back, the robbers managed to get away with the jewelry. In a daring escape, the robbers fled the scene in stolen cars, leaving behind a trail of chaos and destruction. The victim and his entourage were left reeling with shock and disbelief, unable to comprehend how such a brazen heist could have been pulled off right under their noses. In the aftermath of the incident, law enforcement officials launched a massive investigation, determined to catch the culprits and bring them to justice. 2 stolen cars used in the escape were recovered on Airport Approach Road, providing a glimmer of hope that the perpetrators would be caught soon. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of constant vigilance and the need for robust security measures to safeguard valuable assets. In a world where crime is always lurking around the corner, it's essential to take all possible precautions to protect oneself and one's belongings. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Thousand Visions for more exciting stories and updates. Hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more thrilling content that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Number 4. It was August 1996, and South Africa was reeling from the biggest cash robbery in the country's history. More than R31 million was stolen from the SBV cash center in Westmead, Pinetown, in a heist that left authorities stunned. The robbers were well prepared, equipped with 3 rifles, 4 guns, 2 cars, ammunition, and 3 video cameras. They had carefully planned their operation, and their execution was flawless. In a daring move, the gang managed to gain entry into the SBV cash center by pretending to be security guards. One of the guards opened the gate for them, and another posed as a hostage, while the security cameras were cut. The robbers made off with the cash, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Law enforcement officials launched a massive investigation, determined to catch the culprits and bring them to justice. The investigation was long and grueling, but eventually, 19 people, including policemen, SBV guards, a lawyer and several women, were arrested. 16 of them were convicted, but the stolen money was never fully recovered. The SBV Cash Center heist of 1996 remains a stark reminder of the need for constant vigilance and the importance of taking all possible precautions to safeguard valuable assets. In a world where crime is always lurking around the corner, it's important to stay alert and be prepared for anything. Number 5. It was New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in 2012 when a group of hackers carried out a daring heist that would shock the nation. The target of their attack was the Post Bank system, and they managed to steal a staggering $43 million in just 2 days. The hackers had an intricate plan that involved transferring the stolen funds into various accounts. They worked tirelessly over the holiday period, determined to succeed in their mission. For a while, it seemed as though they might get away with it. But law enforcement officials were hot on their trail, and it wasn't long before one of the men was nabbed in Welcome, almost 2 months after the heist. In court, the man pleaded guilty to fraud and was sentenced to 15 years in jail. The other members of the gang were also apprehended, and they too received stiff sentences. The Post Bank heist of 2012 was a stark reminder of the dangers posed by cybercrime. With the rise of technology and the ever-increasing dependence on digital systems, it's more important than ever to stay alert and be prepared for anything. Number 6. It was a dark and ominous night on April 27, 2014, when an armed gang launched a brazen attack on an SBV cash center in Witbank. The gang, comprised of seasoned criminals, had been planning the heist for months, and they were determined to succeed. They overpowered and drugged the security guards on duty, leaving them unconscious and defenseless. With the guards out of the way, the robbers proceeded to cut open a safe and made off with an astonishing $87 million in cash. The gang fled the scene, leaving the 4 drugged guards on the Cranberry Road. Law enforcement officials were quick to respond to the incident, and after an intense manhunt, they managed to arrest 17 people in connection with the heist. Among those arrested were a former Hawks captain, SBV employees, and a police reservist. The investigation revealed a complex web of corruption and collusion, with some of the suspects allegedly working in cahoots with the robbers. The SBV Cash Center heist of 2014 was one of the most audacious and daring robberies in South African history. It served as a grim reminder of the ever-present threat posed by organized crime and highlighted the need for robust security measures to protect against such attacks. And the night of March 25, 2006, is one that will forever be etched in the minds of those who were at OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg. On that fateful night, a gang of 24 heavily armed men launched a daring raid on an SAR plane and made off with $100 million in cash. The robbers, armed with AK-47s, held up police officers and guards after the flight from Britain landed. They then proceeded to load up bags of currency onto waiting getaway vehicles and vanished into the night. The audacity and scale of the robbery left law enforcement officials stunned. How could such a brazen attack take place at one of South Africa's most secure airports? It later emerged that the heist was an inside job, with airport staff allegedly colluding with the robbers to plan and execute the attack. After a 6-year trial, 7 suspects were tried and sentenced for their involvement in the heist. The OR Tambo heist of 2006 remains one of the most sensational and daring heists in South African history. It exposed the vulnerability of even the most heavily guarded facilities and highlighted the need for tighter security measures and stricter screening of personnel with access to sensitive areas. South Africa has had its fair share of notorious heists over the years, with some of them being among the largest in the country's history. These brazen attacks have not only caused significant financial losses, but also put the lives of innocent people in danger. From the FNB safety deposit box heists to the daring raid on the SAR plane at OR Tambo, these events have left a lasting impact on the nation's consciousness. They have also underscored the importance of strong security measures, strict screening of personnel, and effective law enforcement. As we wrap up this journey through some of South Africa's most high-profile heists, we hope that it has given you a better understanding of the gravity of these crimes and the challenges faced in preventing them. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, 1000 Visions, for more exciting content. Thank you for watching.